My name is Matthew Mason, and I am Supafly. For as long as I could remember, I always knew that something about me was different. Sure enough, my fears were confirmed when I started to get visions of a place called the Fly Zone, another dimension where ferocious demons known as the Phantom Beast reside. The Phantom Beast would slip through dimensional gateways into our reality, invisible to the average human eye, to cause unseen chaos. I was one of the few who could see the demons for what they were. Terrified of my powers, I tried to take the easy way out, but before I could end it all, I was saved by a Fly Force Guardian, who turned out to be my church pastor, Joseph Summers. Summers, being the latest in a long line of guardians tasked with keeping the Phantom Beast at bay, was looking for a successor to take his place. Luckily, my ability to see into the Fly Zone made me just the candidate he was looking for, the next Supafly. So, after many months of rigorous training, Reverend Summers passed the suit, the weapons, the powers, and the goggles onto me, and I took up the mantle of the next Fly Force Guardian. But the Phantom Beasts aren't the only threat on the loose in Jackstown, and there's plenty of superstitious and cowardly crooks in need of a good ass whooping. So while the rest of you were sitting at home, scrolling through Netflix and reading my adventures, I'm defending my city from the forces of evil. Pretty dope, right?
I'll show 'em what a fight is. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm here where you at. Set the flame, light a match. I will fight back. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm here where you at. Set the flame, light a match. I will fight back. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm here where you at. Set the flame, light a match. I will fight back. I'm the leader of the pack. I'm here where you at. Set the flame, light a match. I will fight back. I will fight back.
By day, I chill with the squad and do my thing at Westfield High School. But whenever crap hits the fan in my city, you can rest easy knowing the Guardian is on the job. I'm no man of steel. I'm not the world's greatest detective, and I'm definitely not a billionaire genius playboy philanthropist. But even if you've never heard of me yet, you'll remember my name someday. I'm the hero nobody asked for, but the Guardian they always needed. I am Supafly. Previously in Supafly The Guardian. How could the trenchcoat man have followed me here? It's been weeks since the last time we fought. Did he figure out who I am? Did he come for Sky and the girls? As no one's leaving until Mr. Morris here unlocks the donation safe. I can only hope I'm not too late. Everyone I care about is in that gym. I gotta say, champ, I'm impressed. Most others wouldn't be able to show their face after the beating I handed you the last time. Yo, hold up. Where's Matt? Seriously? How do you not see it? Matt's still in there, and he's protecting us all. I understand why you feel you have to stop me. Hell, I even respect you for it a little. But the fact of the matter is, you're in my way. You think you can just put on a costume and fight the monsters this world has to offer? But in the real world, the monsters always win. Issue 4, Rising Up, Part 4. Oh my god. Now it all makes sense. When I was a kid, seeing into the Fly Zone was the first superpower I ever developed. The demons that resided there, the Phantom Beasts, were the ultimate monsters under my bed. I'd see them at home, at school, in the park. Everywhere I went, the Phantom Beasts were there. And I was the only one who could see them. Before Summers found me, my powers were out of control, and my Fly Zone visions were constantly random. No matter where I ran, I could never escape. It got to a point where I'd see them every time I closed my eyes. I know these demons. As I see the ghostly shadow looming over my enemy, I know Summers was right. The trenchcoat man isn't an Energene superhuman. He's possessed by a phantom beast. He creates a bookcase-sized, hard-light hammer, raising it right over me, and I brace for impact, knowing full well what's coming. Before I can even react, before I can defend myself, his hammer descends on me with 400 pounds of pure malice. I try to cry out in pain, but all that comes out is wind and blood. He hits me again. Bones break, bruises form, blood gushes out of my nose and mouth. But by now, my body's so numb that I can't even feel the pain anymore, let alone stand and fight. I slip in and out of consciousness as he continues to wail on me, chipping away at my hope of survival with every critical blow. My vision gets fuzzier and fuzzier. My world is spinning. But one thought that's clear on my mind is that Dr. Dread is right. I'm out of my depth. For all my misplaced confidence and false bravado, I'm powerless to stop him. I try to think of another hilarious insult to throw at him, but for once, my mind is blank. A snappy wisecracker or Deus Ex Machina isn't gonna save me this time. I can feel my life slowly slipping away, and I can feel death's cold grip slowly pulling me in. This is not a game anymore, and for the first time in my life, I'm afraid to die. But then a familiar voice calls my name. Matthew, as a pastor, I can tell you that faith is a weapon stronger than steel. It carries us through, even when the situation looks dire. And then another voice chimes in. When you showed up, it really gave everyone hope. Thank you. And another. Come on! You lose control and epically fail one time and you're ready to throw in the towel? Benny, Sky, Reverend Summers, they all believe in me. And no matter how badly I screw up, I know they'll never stop. My mom, Troy, Leo, the rest of the school, they're all counting on me. And it's enough to keep me holding on just a bit longer. And it turns out just a bit longer is just long enough. Every muscle in my body cries out in agony. I ignore them. My arms shake, my legs wobble, my head swims with shock. I force them all into silence, using the faces of my loved ones as a driving force to carry me through. I resist the insistent call of death. I embrace my desperation, my determination to survive, to make it home to my family, to win. This is my burden to carry, and I can't let it down, no matter how heavy it gets. This is why the Rev chose me to take his place. This is why I'm here, and I'm not about to prove him wrong. Every inch of my very being begs me to let go. Every part of me wants to stop, but I can't. I won't. I have to keep pushing. I must press on. I must pull through. I will pull through. I will pull through. And I will rise up. As I strain to hold the hard light hammer over my head, I summon every ounce of my strength, everything I have, and I punch a hole straight through the giant sledgehammer. The trenchcoat man stumbles back in shock, and the entire construct begins to fade away into nothingness. I immediately collapse back onto the floor, but whether in defiance or pure stupidity, I ball my fists. I grunt and wheeze as I push my arms up against the ground, slowly but surely pulling myself back up. Working my way back up to my feet, I raise my fists, ready to get my ass kicked some more. I spit some blood out of my mouth, staring my enemy down from across the room through the cracked lenses of my glasses. It's a good old-fashioned Mexican standoff, both of us waiting for the other to make the next move. But just as the trenchcoat man gets ready to charge, "Excuse me, gentlemen," a familiar voice calls from the broken gym doors. We both turn our heads, and immediately, a much-needed surge of hope courses through my bones. Standing in the doorframe, standing proudly, is none other than Reverend Summers, holding an electric guitar. It's a flying V seemingly made of red and gold titanium alloy, glistening under the incandescent lights. It's the Ultra Axe, and for once, I'm glad to see it. "Sorry to spoil the tea party," the Rev says, "but I thought you might be needing this." Holding the guitar by its neck, Summers flings the Ultra Axe right at me before sprinting back outside. Now if he had done this a week ago, I would have ducked for cover, cowering in fear. But now, after what I've just been through, everything about the axe suddenly makes sense. Complete emotional control. Just gotta keep my mind clear. I catch the Ultra Axe in midair. You're going to fight me with the power of music? Pathetic! Glad I could entertain you, Trenchcoat Man, but it ain't over till your fat mama sings. Trenchcoat Man? That's the best you could come up with? I think we can do better than that. Call me Dr. Dread. Why? Because what? When people see me, they get filled with dread. I don't know. It just sounds menacing. Not really. It kind of makes you sound like a Bond villain. Oh yeah? You're going to try and talk about me? Who are you to stand between me and my family? Wait a second. Did he just say family? You're just some delusional, attention-deprived kid playing dress-up. And you really think you can stack up to my power? I'm out of clever retorts, so I just hit him with the, okay, boomer. Just who in the ever-loving hell do you think you are? Pointing the guitar's neck right at Dr. Dread, I look him dead in the eye, and I smile. I'm the Guardian, bitch. With the Ultra Axe pulsating with red and yellow energy, I strum a major power chord loud enough to shatter steel. The sonic boom sends a massive shockwave throughout the entire room, sending everything, including Dr. Dread, flying. The science fair booths, the rubble, the bleachers, the sound equipment, everything goes to the wayside. Dread crashes into the Zeppelin's booth, but just as a driver sees a car crash, I see the disaster that's about to happen. Before I can do anything, before I can stop it, Dr. Dread slams right into the miniature blimp's barbecue lighter that's powering the flying machine with its hot air, causing the lighter to fall to the floor and light up the booth's tablecloth. The fire grows fast, quickly enveloping the entire table before spreading to the nearby wall and across the floor. All I can do is watch as before my eyes, the entire gymnasium erupts into flames. The fire alarms are going crazy, blazing through the entire school. Now look what you've done! Dr. Dread roars. You'll kill us both! I heft the Ultra Axe on my shoulder like a baseball player going up to bat, ready to swing. Well, I shrug, this fight's gotta end somehow. With a fierce battle cry, Dr. Dread and I lunge at each other, and I prepare to strike with every ounce of strength left within me. But a gunshot hits the masked villain in the shoulder from behind. Sirens are starting to wail in the distance, getting closer and closer. Looks like the Popo finally decided to take a break from Dunkin' Donuts to lend me a hand over here. But then I remember that I'm an energy and superhuman vigilante in a mask standing in the middle of a burning gymnasium, so I probably look just as guilty as Dr. Dread does. I hear more and more sirens pulling up to the scene as cops and firemen start pouring into the building, but they pause in front of the blazing doorway. Freeze! One of the cops orders, pointing his gun at Dr. Dread, making it feel eerily familiar to the night at the power plant. Real original, my guy. Take off your masks now! Another cop yells, or we will open fire! They immediately open fire on Dr. Dread and I. Yo! I yell at them. For real? I strum another power chord on the Ultra Axe, creating a smaller shockwave and knocking the cops down. But when I turn back around to face Dr. Dread, he's gone, along with the safe of donations. Great, I think to myself. This guy pulled a Batman. Seeing as how the gym is already ruined, I bust a hole through the wall with the Ultra Axe and sprint into the hallway, hoping the backpack with my change of clothes isn't lost in the fire. If the Moreno Cartel, the Nunjas, and Dr. Dread have taught us anything, it's that our mission just got a whole lot more complicated. Probably in more ways than we even realize. I'm here. You got the stuff? Come on, of course I got the stuff, girl. You know me. What's this? Rocket, the hardest drug on the block right now. Guaranteed to take you to the moon and back. Thanks, Jerry. I owe you one. Don't mention it, Sky. Same time next week. Cultists are kidnapping teenagers in broad daylight. Supervillains are robbing high school science fairs. And now, Phantom Beasts are possessing regular people? If something doesn't change... Westfield High is still recovering from the Energene attack that took place at the school science fair. Many eyewitness reports describe the intervention of a masked adolescent who battled the superhuman threat. Jackstown will become a war zone in no time. Witness descriptions of this teen titan match those of the mysterious do-gooder who rescued the young abductees of the Moreno cartel last week, which raises many questions. Who is this red-goggled vigilante? Can he be trusted? And what will he do next? This city needs a hero, now more than ever, a symbol, an icon, to restore hope, protect the weak, defend the defenseless, and show the people of Jackstown that God has not turned his back on them. Damn it, Leo, only you could get us both roped into gym cleanup duty. It'll take weeks to clean up all this ash. Quit your belly aching, Troy. I need the volunteer hours. And whether we realize it or not, we've already got the forces of evil outnumbered, because there's plenty of ordinary people with hearts of gold who are willing to stand and fight for what's right. All they need is the right inspiration. You're right, Rev. Now, it's up to me to light the way to this brave new world. Jackstown needs a guardian, and that's what I'm gonna be. Now, let's get it started. To be continued. Tune in next time for the ongoing adventures of Supafly The Guardian.